Hey Warren, this is a quick demo video for you for your DV6 by 89 Sabers. Got it all done here. Other than the little bit of blade dust that's on it right now because I have been sanding the tip of this blade that I made for you like a madman to get it to fit in, everything is brand new and spotless on here, so I'll give it a wipe down before I send it out to you. It does come with a blade plug, so that will come with it as well. You do have your stock NeoPixels in there. And this is a removable battery. Normally these do not take a removable battery because of the length of this hilt right here, or the pommel. It's just not something that people can typically put a battery, put a battery in and then also fit a speaker in the back. So I gave you kind of a hybrid chassis here in order to get the removable battery, and then we'll go over that right now. But before we open this up, you've got two buttons here. You got your activation in the front, and then your auxiliary is back here. So we'll open this up. Couple threads on here. You're gonna notice first couple times that you thread this, it's gonna be a little tight. I did go through and drilled and tapped a set screw right here to hold your chassis in place. So while I did that, I've been working this back and forth, just working these threads and getting them back to where they were. So they're already 10 times better than they were when I drilled and tapped this, and it's just going to get better every time you put it on. So what you've got here is you do have a removable battery. It's got my name on it, but you got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost bass speaker right there. Your battery compartment is in here. You can see your positive side, but you can't see your negative. I'll show you that in a second. And then you've got a Proffie 2.2. So in order to put the battery in, we're going to loosen this set screw right here. So I'm actually going to throw in this Allen wrench in with your stuff as well, so you don't have to get any tools or anything. You'll have it already. One thing you'll want to know, or one thing you'll want to keep aware of, is you see how the battery compartment open space right here is in line with your box. So try to keep it that way. Don't be twisting it like this and stuff like that, because there's a lot of wires back here. I had to leave some slack in order to be able to pull this forward. So just make sure like this battery compartment just stays lined up with your control box. So now you can see your spring for your negative side of your battery there. So what I do is just hold it like this. I got your battery here that I'll be sending with it as well. And then it only has to be out that far. I mean, you could even have it a little further in, just enough to see the spring. Hold it in your hand and put your battery in. So what I like to do, I'll put the battery in and then it'll slide back down and stops itself. When this chassis is all the way out, or this set screw is all the way out, you'll actually see an indentation in the chassis where the set screw lines up to. So you just want it tight enough where it gets past the threads. It doesn't have to be any tighter than that. And then your chassis is not going to wiggle or twist on you, and it's not going to come out on you. So now that we've got that in place, I'll put this handle over it, slap this on. We're going to go through a little bit of functionality before I put the blade in, just so that you can see everything works. So you did ask for the quick draw feature, so notice I'm not tapping the activation or auxiliary. Just like that. Auxiliary. And then just tap the activation to turn it off. So one more time. Just like that. So we'll go through your different sound fonts and stuff when I put the blade in. Actually, I can show you real quick what the blade plug looks like. So this is your blade retention screw, but you're really never going to need this for anything other than your blade plug. Even though I sanded down your blade, I sanded it down just enough to where it fit into this very tightly. So you'll never have to tighten this down. You can if you want, if it makes you feel more comfortable, but I left it tight on purpose. But we can slide this in here, just like that. Tighten it down a little bit. Turn on. Oh, it went to sleep on me. There you go. Nice blade plug. Now after it went to sleep. Now it's woke back up. So that works out. Nice little blade plug there. We'll take that out. And here's your blade. It takes a 1-inch diameter blade, or if you want to be technical, it's a 0.99 inch because I just spent 20 minutes sanding that extra piece off. But it is 36 inches long. NeoPixel blade. This connector right here for your blade PCB is from TCSS, or a custom saber shop. And then the PCB holder, I actually print that myself. So we're going to put this in here. Like I said, I left it so it's still very tight. Alright, now I'm going to turn the light off. Now, it's so tight in here, man. This really is just for aesthetics. But first we're going to do the quick draw. Not tapping, not holding the activation. Blade's got good shine through. Don't have any shadows. Scrolls down, up and down, nice. Now when the blade is off, tap your auxiliary to switch sound fonts, and you did have me put sound fonts on here for you. We'll switch sound fonts again. This is the unstable one. Nice fire blade. So we'll turn that off, and then we'll just quick draw it on. Tap, just tapping the auxiliary here. That's when you hold down the activation for this. And we'll go again. Piece of junk.
The doctor will do.
Sounds really good. We'll quick draw that on for you. Turn it off. And then these are your stock fonts. Rainbow blade. This is the blade that gives you a seizure. But now, as you can tell, everything is working good. So really, to get this blade out, like I said, it's tight. So what you want to do is you want to grab this, grab the upper part of your hilt, and twist. Don't just try to pull it straight out. But if you twist it, just like that, it'll come out. And then we'll go ahead and go through taking the battery out, because this is a little bit different of a chassis than I normally do. So we're just going to take it out the same way we put it in. Unscrew this right here. I'm going to come over here to the set screw that we got on the bottom piece of the where the battery's located. Unscrew a little bit. Make sure to keep that battery piece aligned with your switch box. See? It's got that quick draw, so I'm going to lift up on it just a hair, and then the battery will come out just like that. And then actually, for storage, you're going to want to put that chassis back in place and just give it a couple turns. If you turn it too much, you're going to, you know, get the chassis all cockeyed, and you don't have to tighten it that hard. Really, it's just there to hold everything in place, and there is an indentation on the bottom of that chassis where that set screw fits in, so it's not going to slide out of there. And just make sure it goes back on. Like already, the threads are really smooth now, so the stuff that I was telling you about at the very beginning of the video, you could probably even just disregard that because that's gone now. I've worked it all out. But anyway, sir, that is your hilt and your blade. Hope you enjoy. I will pack this up now. Thanks.